It's that summertime fun. Grab your boogie boards and slide on in. The sea foam is blowing across your face and you can feel that breeze. It's the beach. With that glorious sand getting stuck up your crack, people rolling around in the dunes. Get it in your eyes, in your mouth. Can't get rid of it. That feeling sticks. The salt, it's all in your body, all over. I hate the beach. So I'm Dan.
And I'm Nick, folks.
We're old friends dissecting one topic at a time. People, technology, media, we've got it all covered.
Mm-hmm. Each discussion here is a deep dive into our unique perspective. The taboo, forbidden subjects, they're all on the chopping block, baby. We don't pander to popular opinion. We might even get a little bit dirty.
Warning. This podcast may contain mature language and sexual content and is for infotainment purposes only.
So join us. Have a good time.
Open up your ear holes, because we're going to fondle your follicles.
We're gonna fondle your follicles. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. And deeper. Deeper.
Can you do that little riff he does? The Hawaiian. I have that other song. There's like a Eni Kamosi kind of. No, wait.
Any can it be not my place for me. And no one knows the sounds.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, no. It has like a little like symphonic riff that goes like.
Anyway,
Looks like we're live
we're live.
here on the Unpanderers. I am Dan.
I'm Nick. Nick. I wanted to go first this time. You always go first. It's starting to bother me.
Really? Then I always come
No,
first.
not at all.
You're such a gentleman.
It is not. That is not a gentleman. So we're here to talk about life's a beach, right?
Life's
I should say that for the last line.
salt
Would've been a
life.
good
Salt
ender.
life's a beach.
Salt life, bro.
So
It's that time of year, folks.
I don't know when it's.
Yeah, buddy.
Could be middle of winter. It could be summertime. Who knows?
Could be. Who knows? I'm wearing flip flops. There may have been snow outside today. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's the image of the beach.
Feeling of the beach.
That's my favorite thing. As I get older, I think the beach is like my favorite vacation thing.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
It is one of
And
those
it's
things that
changed
you
over
would
the
buy
years.
into. Yeah.
I do.
It's the image of vacation, right? Summertime, freedom,
And you get this-
relaxation.
yeah. If you say vacation, everyone pictures a beach. It's like the go-to. It's the mascot for vacation.
My problem is that no one ever goes to the beach and brings like a gaming computer and then like just games on the beach. Like if you had a LAN party on the beach, I think I would like
Might
the
be
beach
too
one more.
hot. You're cranking your cores, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Your fans are running. You're gonna have a lot.
Or you're gonna
of
plug your
I think
power in. I wish there was like an outlet that you just like
ocean,
dig
that's
down. Yeah, and just
Yeah. The
solar
ocean's
power.
clean energy. They're saying, yeah, solar. Solar. Ooh, damn, that would be hot. So, what is a beach by definition? Does it have to have sand? I wonder. That's a great question.
I wish you would have looked this up beforehand, Nick.
I wish I would have as well, but we all know I'm the slacker here. So I will stall for time while you Google beach into Wikipedia. Who would have thought?
What is a
Here I
beach?
am.
Look
What
at
is
it,
the
you damn idiot.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be like anywhere where water is constantly hitting the earth. I don't know, and pounding it into sand.
A pebbly or sandy shore, especially by the ocean, between high and low watermarks.
Interesting. So water has to constantly be changing.
Has to be
'Cause it
that.
can't stay the
It's that
same.
middle zone. You can't be above high water and be on the beach.
Or below water and be on the beach.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if
then you're in
it's
the ocean.
still- Yeah.
Unless the
Wow.
ocean recedes with the changing of temperature and climate change, and then the whole world could be a beach.
Life's a beach. Here we go again.
Hmm.
Interesting. I like that definition. Most of the ones we know are fairly tropical. Is there a reason for that?
Tropical beaches? It's because no one gives a shit about
like-
cold beaches.
So there are just as many cold beaches? I have no idea. Probably, right? Is
The
surface
colder
area?
ones, like maybe it matters to like the It says
Nova
pebbly.
Scotia stuff.
So
Yeah,
like
so Nova
the UK
Scotia,
has like pebbly beaches. Yeah, there's probably rocky shorelines. And
Yeah. Siberia
could
probably
a
got
rocky
some.
shoreline be a beach if it's pebbly? It might be really because it might be like really
Big old pebbles.
small. Like maybe you can only like sit on it. Like it's not very large. Like if it's a steep beach, it makes it difficult to enjoy.
The definition for the size of the pebble is can you sit on it?
Can you
Just nimbly maneuvering your bum.
Can you fit it?
Can you fit the beach in your bum?
What is the size of a pebble?
Wow, that's a great question. We can just Google questions all day. Does it say?
It's a clast.
It's a ring.
It's a clast of rock. I don't know what clast means. How do I not know these things?
I've heard of the term clast, actually. I know I have. I'm 100% sure. In fact, is it like shale or some kind of sedimentary rock?
It's a fragment of clastic rock, which are composed of fragments or clasts of pre-existing minerals and rock. A fragment of geological detritus, chunks and smaller grains of rock broken off other rocks by physical weathering. A clastic rock.
Dude, that's pretty hot. So we got some classic rock. We got beaches. We got cold ones. We got hot ones.
2 to 64 millimeters. 64 millimeters.
264? Like a 65 millimeter?
Like it can be, I guess sand is probably below.
Oh, that makes sense.
You see size of sand.
So, did you just Google size of sand? We know it's good TV, folks.
Yep. Anything from 0.06 to 2 millimeters.
Millimeter squared. That's interesting.
Not squared, no.
Well, what about the other one? So if you have something that's really long and thin, it can't be a pebble. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's over that 2 point, well, I don't know what number you said. I couldn't remember. What about like the pebble?
60 millimeters. What do you say?
65? Did you say? Was it 60 or 65?
I think it said 64.
So if you had a okay. So if you had one that was 1 millimeter larger, you couldn't classify it as a pebble.
At 2.5 inches. 64 millimeters. So that's a pretty big pebble. That's really uncomfortable to lay on.
It is. Well,
it's still a
2.5.
That's the beach I would appreciate seeing people lay on that beach. It's like putting work in their body, trying to stay comfortable.
Mm-hmm. You don't strike me as a beach guy. Let's just put it that way.
So this is actually, there's a dualistic part of it. So I really like the beach. I have good memories of the beach. Going to the beach, once you're in it, it's pretty awesome. Nice warm water, the waves. There's all sorts of accoutrements, like accessories that you bring to the beach. They're beach centric. So it's like you could be really prepared and you don't need any of that, but it also feels good to have that. So like there's a beach bum mentality where you don't have anything. And then there's like the family going to the beach that has like every single little knickknack that's purely beach.
Yeah, there is something nice about that. You can go from any range. It's just people going there. You can come prepared with 9 months of supplies, or you can just kind of show up in your shoes and crap and jeans. You don't actually have to be in beach apparel, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And there's also kind of a mentality of being at the beach that the mix of people are like, you've gone far enough, but not in life.
I don't know where I didn't know where that one went.
Like the people that
are
like,
going with like you're on vacation with them, so you have a common theme and you're from different places. Is that what you're getting at? There's
that, but then there's also the people that like salt life. Like there's people that go to the beach because it's a thing and get stuck there, and they just like wanted to be near the beach. It's like that's their goal for some reason. Like they came from the beach as a genetic.
Why. I mean, just because being near the ocean, there's something real about that. Like an actual draw towards the ocean. Something that isn't logical, that isn't based on a lot of things. Maybe it's just based on aesthetic beauty, because you do get better sunsets and sunrises. There's something to be said for the sound. There's something to be said for just the look of it.
Constant feel.
Yeah, the sound of the ocean. There's something real about the pull of the ocean. Like, someone asked me if I could live in Ohio for $10 million for the rest of my life and I could never leave that state. Would I do it? Or they said Idaho. It was a state that's landlocked. And I was like, I don't think I could. I feel the calling of the ocean. And someone was like, dude, there's probably like big lakes and ponds you could go to in Idaho. You're a millionaire. And I was like, nah, can't do it. Not going to Idaho. And part of it was a call to the ocean. I think if you told me I could never see the ocean again, that would do something weird to me.
I don't know. There are people that grow up and never see the ocean. Landlocked
I
countries.
know, but I have.
Switzerland.
And you don't think they've ever visited a beach, though? You're so out of focus.
I feel fantastic. I'm very
Well,
focused.
You're probably recording on yours. Maybe it's because I was wearing sunglasses inside, like a douchebag. A beach douche.
Do I look better now? Or worse?
You do. You look great. You
Thank
look
you.
worse. But it's the hair.
Better and worse.
Better and worse. So, I mean, do you think there's a percentage of people who've never seen an ocean? It's got to be under 10%, or I don't know. Maybe I'm being rich, first world country. But
I don't
in
even
your
know
life,
what I would search. Like how what if
no,
you
I
were
don't
to
think you can find it.
I imagine Switzerland, people that live in like Brazil
Probably
and the
see
Amazon,
beach.
and then like the Midwest.
Even most of them probably go somewhere to see a beach,
No.
even if it's.
Oh, they
No.
I don't go. Sorry.
Sorry, not gonna happen. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's one of the biggest things you can see. I still remember one of my sons, more cognizant, because he's seen the beach when he was 2. He saw it when he was 1. He saw it when he was 3. But like when he was 4, I feel like he really knew what the beach was. And when he looked out over it, I was like, "Look how big this is!" And he was just like, "Whoa," because it's so huge and it's so even. There's something. It's not even on the underside, but unlike land, it self levels because it's water. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's very. Yeah, I said water, and I said the word self levels, but you understand what I meant. The fact that liquid can do that, it doesn't. Like,
But it's
there's
also
no.
extremely. It's the most dynamic thing you can look at. You're looking at water that's waves because of the moon, and then wind that's blowing in your face, and it's crashing constantly and pulsing forward and back.
Each wave and crash is different.
Throbbing.
Bits of water. Also, when you think about it, it's wild to think that you're seeing a wave that will never be duplicated. Kind of like how no 2 snowflakes are the same, no 2 waves will ever be the same either. No one says that because it's not a catchy phrase, but like, that's trippy.
Yeah, no 2 thumbprints are exactly the same. They might be, actually. Irises might be different. Who knows? A wave? I want to find the same wave. I want to prove you wrong.
You can't.
I'm going to
How are you
film
gonna find it?
thousands
It's
of
gotta
waves and just be like, finally, at the end of my life, I'll be like, I proved him wrong, and I'm going to shit on your grave.
And I'm going to say, ooh, you didn't account salt content. That's some different salt in those waves. And you're going to be like, bite the fist. Happens every episode.
How salty is the ocean?
How salty is it? 3.25? I have no idea.
3.5%, yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess for making it up. Is it everywhere? Except I know we've discussed the Dead Sea in an episode, so not that, but
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that's an average. And our blood is salty like the ocean. Is that true? False. True?
point? No, is it 1 point? No, is it less than 1%? Like 0.9%?
No, I think it's 9%.
No, shut the hell up. We're not saltier than the ocean, are we? Oh, maybe. Our blood or our bodies?
Percentage of salt in blood, 9%.
That's wild.
That
That
crazy?
was less than 1. That is crazy. I didn't think our blood was that. Oh, I guess iron, salt. It's okay. Oh, whatever. Wild. That still is weird. So maybe I'm telling you, there's something to be said about the call of the ocean. We're gonna keep coming back to this.
Do you think it because it's primordial? It's what the soup were made out of?
Maybe I wouldn't put it past life finding a way back to life, or like throwing respect at like the beginning of life.
Genetic
sort of.
memory.
Yeah, like your genetics are just like
All right. That's, yep.
I came from there.
I remember you.
I remember
long
you
ago.
from a time
Now
in my
conceal
past.
this piss because I need to go wash it ashore.
Time to wee wee, make the wee wee. So, where do we go next? The people at the beach? You want to talk about your adventures at the beach? You want to say whether beaches are good or bad? How about beach people? A beach aesthetic?
I recently went to the beach.
Which one?
in-
What area?
Galveston, Texas.
Texas. That's home of one of the worst tornadoes in U.S. history as far as
Wow.
death toll.
Oh,
We'll get into that another time.
interesting. Very interesting.
1930s. Mm-hmm.
And it was November, so winter-ish time. It was still 70 degrees, but it was kind of
Was it
overcast.
70? Nice.
Yeah, off season.
Okay.
But there's still people there, but not like like New Jersey beach. So this is my contrast, is that I thought it was going to be like, I guess, relaxing, and like I'm not built that way. And it was also, there are people, but it wasn't empty. Like I like to feel like the isolation, which I don't think exists. I think there are people that go there and get stuck there and remain there, and they're just like beach people we talked about before. And then there's also memories of going to like the Outer Banks, which is like,
oh, you did Outer Banks as a youth?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I
did.
Your own private beach.
Turns out everyone did. Yeah,
which is amazing. And then there's like the New Jersey or Maryland, Ocean City kind of beaches where people boardwalks packed with people.
Oh yeah.
You go there.
Teens freaking roasting your outfit, telling you what you're wearing, looking at your shoes, kids saying words you don't even know. They got their cell phone on you, and I'm just like, oh my God, you're the teenage. It's a group of teens. Walk quick. My son has to pee. Please don't hurt me. I don't know. Every time I'm approached by teens on a Jersey boardwalk, that's my immediate reaction. Is complete and utter fear.
Have you
oh my God,
interacted
they're
with
gonna
them?
roast me. Yeah, all the time, dude. I was like, oh, leave me alone. My kid's just got to pee. And they're like, look at this fool, like an old man, not cool. And they're all laughing and beatboxing. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to go. You just meander past them, accept my punishment. Oh my God, we get through there. I'm just breathing heavy. My girlfriend's like, what happened? I'm like, I was walking down to the bathroom and a group of teenagers roasted me. They said these sandals are played out and old. And I'm like, she's like, it's okay. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So yeah, that's what the teens hang out at the beach. I'm telling you, it's their thing.
There's people everywhere. It's one of everywhere. It's fun to go to the beach for that reason. It's like you're looking for people watching. You also get to see people in their bikinis and check out
that's
bodies.
A good point. We haven't even talked about nudity. Full body.
Is there nude beaches in America? I don't think it's against the law, isn't it? Nude beaches?
I
think
in America?
Florida.
I have no idea.
Might have nude
a whole
beaches.
bunch in Mexico. Florida would. Florida so would.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, there's something nice about having the old boys out. You know what I'm saying? When you
there are a decent number.
Shorts. Are there? Really?
Gunnison Beach in New Jersey near you, I think.
Ew, gross. Can you imagine going to a nude beach in New Jersey? Sounds like a terrible time. Sounds like awful.
Hey, yo. Check this out.
Hey. I'm not doing Jersey accents on here. It'll come up later, maybe.
Jersey. What the hell? Oh, it's on an island. Oh, it's Sandy Hook. Right next to Sandy Hook.
Really?
Yeah. Nude
that's
beach.
pretty cool. I'm trying to think. Anytime you hear about someone going to a nude beach, though, it's never like exciting or sexy. It's usually just like gross.
Yeah, because the people you want to see at a nude beach are not at the nude beach.
Not at the nude beach.
Yeah.
In fact, there are two groups of people at the nude beach. The people who want to see, the beautiful people. So perverts and people who just want to gawk at women and men and look at nude bodies at the beach and giggle. And, they're probably average looking at best. Some maybe not even. And then the real old people or people who really don't give a, who are not in the best of shape or could care less, kind of like really care less. Like they've hit rock bottom. So you got those two groups just nude at the beach, hanging out.
Just hanging out, making friends.
Just hoping someone beautiful shows up any minute now. Any minute now. Would you go to a nude beach? Like if the audience raised enough money, would you go to a nude beach with me and hold my hand as we walk down?
Yes. I probably would. Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah. That would be great.
Are you allowed? You're probably not allowed to film. Is there?
Yeah. Oh, I imagine there's rules against it. Now, would someone? That's possible. That's probably like frowned upon. No cell phones. Probably, no picture taking. Yeah, probably. I would imagine.
I feel like I'd become like a new what Eli Manning? No, wait. Is it Peyton Manning, the meme? That like the picture that always comes up, like, hey, check out this, and then it's like instead of a Rickroll, it's like Peyton with like the mask, like the whatever that thing is. You don't know that meme?
His helmet? No.
Yeah. No. Crap. I feel like that would become me. Like somehow someone would snap a picture and then like a half nude, naked, like
you and
clear,
me?
yeah, clear white skinned, like a blur would just become like the new meme. And I wouldn't be able to live it down, and everyone would know.
Do you really think like everyone would know? Like if you became a meme in this instance where we held hands and walked down the nude beach and someone took a picture from behind,
I feel like a seagull is gonna come by and like bite our crotches or something. Like something very.
at the same time, different bites. One bite, no! You're just pulling them together like toffee. Stop that bird! Slow-mo.
Slapping.
Neither of us really wants to get in there, you know? We're like, oh, you get it. No, I'll get it. No, you get it. No, I'll get this.
And then we fall on like a kid's shovel. Oh.
It's a lot of good memories we haven't had yet. So, nude beaches. No, I don't think I'm going to do them unless this podcast raises enough money.
What's your number? $100?
I don't know, enough to pay for $100. Wouldn't it cost more in gas and tolls just to get to this nude beach? I'm not trying to lose money to hold hands with you and walk into a nude beach. I want some coin in my pocket afterwards.
Okay. So $100 plus gas.
Yeah, they have to cover the expense and
time.
then $100.
Yeah.
Woo.
Maybe like $1,000. Flights are expensive too.
Yeah, that's true. We'll figure out the number later. Donate here, here, and here. So nude beach is no go. But like scantily clad beach, like yeah, I'm a fan, and there's a lot of attractive people, men, women. That's cool because you compare yourself to the men. You can gawk at the ladies. Like you can. It's kind of like a gym where we talked about the idiosyncrasies of the gym. There's beach etiquettes, right? We didn't even touch on beach etiquette. Oh Lord, how close are you going to set your shovel and your umbrella up next to this other couple's umbrella and beach caddy?
Body length.
Oof, at least. Well, it depends. I think you just do even spacing. So, like, if you had 100 urinals and a guy's peeing here and here and here, you just evenly space it. There's no actual number. You just kind of disperse evenly. So then if there's 10 guys, you evenly disperse. So on a beach, you do the exact same thing. If there's only a few people at the damn beach, give everyone some room. No need to be all up in someone's business, you know?
You don't know if you want to start like a little flag football game.
I don't know. I guess you could. Even when we play football on the beach, though, people don't tend to come over and want to play. And I don't know if it's because we're daunting physical specimens or because we're
rippling muscles,
borderline getting old and look like clowns playing. It could be that, too.
What's a classic view, you know? You grab the ball. And, making deeks and moves. And you just aren't slow as shit. You really aren't moving that fast.
And then on the sand, on top of that, you're really slow.
Yeah.
So some of the other beach etiquette before we get off of that is like, you control your kids, no throwing sand, don't feed. It's like this stuff happens like on a day-to-day basis for beach people. It's like, oh, there they go. They fed a seagull.
So you're saying the beach has rules.
It does.
That sounds terrible. I want to have a vacation here. I want to relax.
What about real rules like lifeguard? You can't go out into the water without a lifeguard. Isn't that weird?
Why not? Of course
you can't even go into the water. I don't think you can. They whistle at you until you move.
Who whistles at you? The non-lifeguard?
No, the lifeguard who's one stand over and says, "Sir, you can't go out there. There's no lifeguard stand." And you say,
I wish there was a person that watched the lifeguard, make sure he was there, and if he wasn't there, he didn't act in his place, but he whistled at people.
Yeah. The lifeguard's not here. So what are you saying? He would tell you to stop, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to check with him. But you have to
take
take
the bylaws. Yeah. You have to listen to me.
Sit over there. He'll be back in 2 hours.
Weird stuff. Did you there's something weird that happens if you go for a walk or whatever. Like you can get lost on the beach, even though that sounds so stupid as an adult. And we I go every summer like 3 times a year. We lost a 7-year-old.
How
he got lost?
Did he show up?
There flipped shit, dude. She's screaming. Now it's like get the lifeguard. They have a system where they radio the other lifeguards and shit. Oh. Now everyone's involved, and all the parents are asking where they've seen this kid. No one's seen him in 5-10 minutes. It's just, I don't know. He's a regular kid. He's probably out throwing rocks at things or whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was like the scariest 10 minutes ever, and someone found him, and then they have to radio all the lifeguards. And it was good, but I will say lifeguards also do the funniest thing in the world. they have a system in place, at least New Jersey ones, where they have to run from one lifeguard stand to the next and do push-ups on their little orange buoy.
Yeah,
And
I've
then they
seen
have
that.
to do something else. There's another exercise they do. And they have to hand the buoy to someone else and take a different buoy. And that person now has to run all the way down and do push-ups at the next stand. And they do like verbal communication in case there's ever like a radio outage and they need to communicate to each other. And it's like a system in place for running between the lifeguards. And I think it's hilarious. I don't know. It's like old school. And weird and sort of unneeded. Like I've never seen a lifeguard save someone. I've seen them do drills and stuff and yell at people, but I mean, shout out. I'm not dissing the job or anything. It's just funny old school.
It kind of goes like policeman, fireman, lifeguard, right?
Coast Guard, military.
Guard.
There's like 5,000 other ones in between, and then like
Rank them, please.
then beach lifeguard, and then pool lifeguard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it pool lifeguard, beach lifeguard? Do you think?
I feel like the pool lifeguard probably does more work.
Lowest.
Yeah.
You think?
I feel like, yeah. Like all the beach one does is blow his whistle. But I guess he has an infinite worry that like he could get swept out to
his
sea
is
with
like
somebody else.
real. Like
Shark.
his is a real
Sharks.
Yeah. Are sharks real?
Jaws.
I saw a YouTube video that said sharks aren't real. Have you ever actually seen one?
Yes. I felt like I was lying there.
I know, you were like, whoa. We just blew the whole thing wide open. I don't think I've seen one out in the wild, but do you do the whole go out in the ocean thing?
On a boat.
You don't wade out and like play in the waves and all that crap?
So like certain beaches are weird because they're really steep, and other ones like they are really flat for a long time, and you can get really far out and still be like 3 feet deep, waist deep, which is unsettling, which I don't like.
I don't like that either. Being way far from the horizon, like you can see the beach like over here and you're in the water and it's only up to like your waist. You're like, something's off. The earth is going to shift.
Yeah.
We're going to go deep any minute now.
A wave's going to come by and it'll be like 6 feet
Do you think
deep.
it's because you grew up on Jersey beaches? Like if you grew up on those beaches, you'd think Jersey beaches were weird?
How do you define a Jersey beach? Because the Jersey beach doesn't, I don't recall it being very flat.
It's in between. No,
Yeah.
it's in between. I call it standard beach. That's why I'm basing it on where we grew up. Yeah, standard beach. You know, you go out and you can go like 30 yards.
Waves are decent.
Yeah, waves are decent, but they're not crazy big.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a real steep incline. It's not shallow either. And then once you reach a point, you're like up to your chest. Everybody stops and nobody really goes further. And that's where the waves kind of break anyway. So it's cool.
And the undertow is sweeping you away, so it's hard to fight it.
Stop. World-class swimmer right here. Did you know I'm probably better than anyone who will ever listen to this podcast or think about listening to this podcast in body surfing.
Yeah.
Body surfing. Yeah. Cool. I'm
Body
literally one of the
surfing.
best. Do you know what that is?
Surf on your own body?
Yeah, you jump into the wave and stick your hands straight out and you ride the wave.
Strongest man in the world.
Did he do that? Arnie or Artie?
He punched the waves.
Oh, well, that's different, dude. That's not body surfing. Body surfing is real.
Body surfing in the world.
You will find a bunch of 40-year-old balding men who are screaming at their computer screens right now saying, I will take you. I am a body surf champion. But most of them aren't. Most of them ride the wave for like half a second and then like the wave gets away from them. The trick is you have to dive into the wave so that your hands are sticking out of the wake and it's literally propelling your body until you're ready to get up. Do you know how I learned? I still remember this.
Trial and error.
5 years old. Yeah, sure. I was 5 years old. My dad was a very good body surfer, and he always wanted me to come out in the ocean. So he's like, hold my hand. I'm afraid of the waves and everything. And I still vividly remember this. I don't know why. A real big wave that was bigger than my head, so over 3.5, 4 foot tall. However, you are at that age. Did you fart?
Oh, that was the creaky chair.
Yeah, I think you were covering the fart with a creaky chair.
It's a smart move.
Smart move. It would have been really smart if it was. Now, if your nostrils make any weird motions, I'll know. My dad brought me out into the waves. We were in Jersey, and a wave came, and it was bigger than my head. And I was holding his hand like really hard because I was a scared little kid. And the wave knocked me out of his hands. And I remember I was underwater and I thought up was to go to the surface, except that I kept hitting the floor of the ocean. I didn't realize I was upside down. And then the second wave must have come and started flipping me, and I had no clue which way was up, which way was left, which way was right. I was going to cry and die because I hadn't breathed in almost 8 seconds. And I thought I was going to actually physically die in the ocean. And I just felt my dad pull me up, and I realized I was in water up to my waist or whatever that I could stand in. And I just remember I was super. Yeah, I think so. And then from there, I wasn't as scared for some reason. And then now I love riding waves. I'm like the wave ride king. And I teach kids how to do it. Like the kids we went down the shore with, they're like 8 and 10. And their dad wasn't down there for 2 days. So they were like, we ride boogie boards. And I was like, let me show you the way of the skin. And they were like, excuse me, sir? And I was like, the way of the flesh.
Like, I'm going to dive right in. Come take a look at this.
I showed them how to body surf. It was kind of cool. I enjoyed body surf.
Huh. It when you describe it, it sounds good. I think that's one of the things about the beach is that you're thinking about all the stimulation, all the visuals, but you don't remember like the smell. Because I think the beach has a smell that's not that great. It's like that fishy smell.
I agree, but I actually I tie it with so many happy members that I'm just like, it's cool. Like I allow it. I agree that by itself it wouldn't be a great smell, but when I smell it, I think of the beach and I get happy. So I'm like, hell yeah, beach. It's like if you were addicted to racing and you smelled gasoline, and you were like, whoa! Like the smell of gasoline itself isn't good, but it would just
gasoline though.
Do you?
Yeah, the smell.
It's a weird smell to me. I don't know. I find it sort of addictive. Like you can keep smelling it, but it's not good. Would you describe that as good?
I thought about this. What was the thought? It was like recalling. I guess recalling certain smells. I could recall the smell of gasoline, but certain smells are hard to recall. Like when you think of the beach, you visually see the beach and you see the waves.
Sure.
And you see the sun, but you don't think about the wind, the sand blowing in your face, the sand all over your body, and then sunburns. Like you don't think about all the negative things that happen, which I don't like. I just like all those things. Can't get rid of them.
So I'll tie in with what you're saying. As a dad now, I'm one of the guys you see who rents those dumb ass carts.
What carts?
You ever seen these?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cart. It's got like 4 wheels, and it's like a giant cart, and it's huge, and you can stick 4 boogie boards, 3 beach towels, an umbrella, 3 beach chairs, 19
like
more
pedals?
towels, couple shovels. No, you push it, but it's got 4 wheels.
It's like a little like wheel cart.
Yeah.
They fold out. Yep.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
So okay. Well, and then we're heavy drinkers, so we would put in like 30 beers into an ice cooler, and then sandwiches in a different ice cooler, and then juices for kids, and then waters. We were that people that you discussed earlier who prepare for like 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the hardest thing in the world is just trudging all that garbage crap that won't stay on the cart and then pulling it through sand, which is borderline impossible because you don't have traction and it is sticking further in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you finally get it all there, like you can't just sit down and enjoy yourself. You have to prop up that umbrella. You have to open all of those chairs. You have to get out this. You have to get someone a snack or a food or a drink item. You have to make sure no sand has touched anything because sand will stick to every single item it touches.
Get in
your
your
phone. Can you use your phone? What if it gets on the food? Oh, how do you explain to a kid that there's sand on everything and you can't?
Don't put
just
it in your
ignore
eyes.
it.
Stop tasting it. Don't do that.
Stop it, idiot. I hate you. and just the whole time you're like, maybe now I'll be able to listen to music and tune everyone out, but you can't because you're dad and you have so many jobs and so many things. So, and I get burnt because I don't use suntan lotion.
I find
every year I get burnt.
I remember getting burnt when I was real little, like so bad because I spent all day outside, and I just like can't like get skin cancer anymore. I'm just done with it. So
I'll be getting.
But I will say that the best part of going to the beach, aside from the skin cancer, is I think packing all that stuff in your car and having everyone like having a destination and like your car is so packed with crap that like people are awkward that like can't like they can't move because there's so much stuff in your car.
Yeah. North Carolina, this happened multiple times.
It's such a good feeling.
Not on many of my trips. And no, see what you're describing is the beach effect. You're literally, oh my God, this is crazy. So this is a perfect example. You were saying that you don't like the beach because of sunburn and wind and all the uncomfort and the sand that gets on everything. But you're describing this car ride exactly how I would describe the beach. You're like, looking back, we couldn't move. Like you had this propped up under your elbow. You were stuck like this. Maybe you had a CD Walkman and you could listen to the same CD 4 times or something. The pit stops were a big deal. Like it was like, all right, we're going to stop one time.
Make sure you pee.
Everyone's got to pee. Everyone has to grab a drink. Not too big a drink because you just peed. And it's like, you're describing it was all fun. So like even the discomfort was fun. Even the packing was fun. Even making it a big trip was fun. Even though technically it sucked, sort of, parts of it.
It did.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's what the beach is, sort of, to most people, I think. Right?
Yeah. It's this
It's
perception
an adventure.
of relaxation and fun, but I think when you get there, it's not. Like,
no, it's not. Now, wait, do you relax down the beach, though?
So this is also my problem, is that I can't go and sit
just play in
there
the
and
sun.
read a book. At this stage, I'm just like, I need to be doing something. Like, as long as it's like, if I'm getting like exercise in some way. So I like, if I'm in the waves, I'm swinging around. If I'm like letting my kids experience something they haven't experienced.
That's cool.
Yes. But I don't understand like going to a pool and just sitting by it, or like going to the beach and just sitting on a towel. Like sit there and get suntan, it's just like ridiculously stupid to me, because it's cancer. Like, you're just like, okay, I want to look good for what reason, and like expose myself to all sorts of, I don't know. It just doesn't.
I do it. And I know I do it, and I know you're getting your piece in, but I'll tell you what it is. It's that feeling when your skin is actually cooking, like the cooking
burn.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is such a good feeling to me. I love that feeling. I'm not kidding. I'm not making it up. I'm not pretending to like it. I actually like that feeling. The other thing is 99% of my life, because it physically feels good. It feels like it's warming me up from the inside. It's like
I like
being
it when the
like,
temperature is cool enough to not make it like me too hot. Like when it can't give you like a sunburn, but it's like warming you up. But what you're talking about, like when it's like 90 something degrees outside and the sun is still beating on you.
Well, I'm just
You're
talking about,
sweating.
I think that's the
You
feeling
get the
of
oil
radiation.
of all the sun. You don't even wear the suntan lotion.
No, I don't.
No,
No, I
you're
don't.
gonna get cancer.
Actually,
What are you predicting it right now? 10 years? 20 years? How long you got?
yeah, probably, dude. You're gonna get cancer too. It's gonna be from some like hanging out near computers.
Eating
Way too
bananas.
close.
Too many bananas.
Radiation. No, that feeling, I actually enjoy that physical feeling. I'm not saying I do. I like it. I think it's your cells responding, like being
Killed.
lighted up. No, the other way.
mass.
Overexcited. Like it's like they've been pushed to their energy levels and they're like fluctuating, and your skin's cooking, and it's like the only way reaction, our melatonin is going to change here because you've got way too much energy pouring into these cells, and it's like
peeling it off. That is one that I like. So like I'm a scab picker.
Yeah.
So like when I get sunburn,
peeling?
I get to peel it off.
You get it in one big piece.
Awesome.
Try and
Back scratch. Oh
big
my
one.
goodness!
Yeah.
Someone else scratches it off for you. It feels so great.
I hardly ever peel though. I guess my body just metabolizes the cancer.
Huh.
It just turns tan. I get dark as hell. I love it. And the other thing is that you don't appreciate is that whole, when I sit there and I tan, usually I will listen to music. Okay. So I do have a stimulus, but that's it. I just listen to music, like shirtless, chilling. I can feel that cooking feeling. I don't hear anyone. I don't have any kids when this is going on. I don't have any girlfriends.
Kids just like doing their own thing. You're just hoping.
Oh,
they
he's out in
survive.
the ocean, and we don't even know if there's a lifeguard on duty. I'm like, good luck. No, this hardly ever happens. This happens like twice a year now that I have a kid. But it's like this ultimate relaxation where no one can talk to me. I can feel, and it's going to sound stupid that my nationality, I tan more than like the average person, but less than like super dark people. So I'm in between, but like I feel like I'm meant to tan. Does that make sense?
There are certain people that can accept sunlight and certain people that cannot.
Right. But I feel like when I'm tanning, that's what my skin is made to do. Like I was made, like it feels like being home, the same way you in a fresh plow of snow might feel, if I were to say so myself.
The
But do you know
crispness
that
of it on
feeling?
my cheek.
Yeah. Would you appreciate that, don't you?
Yeah, snow angels.
Sure. Whatever. Cold.
But
Sounds terrible.
sandcastles. You talk about sandcastles? You built sandcastles? That's
No, I'm not good at sandcastles.
so when I was younger, I remember doing this like all day long with my cousins.
Elaborate, like making towns, and did you build house
And they had
houses?
a little moat, and you try to prevent the waves from
cityscaping
destroying
and
it.
some boats. Yeah,
Those
that's
little
cool.
little crabbies that you can get. They're like in the sand.
I
Catch them,
never
you never-
liked that. It creeped me out, and now I see every kid who I'm around is doing it, and they're like, "Check this out, hey, Mr. Nick," or whatever they call me. I don't even remember. They're like, kind of like, "Ah, it's great, it's neat, awesome."
Ugh, get away from me!
I don't-
Get away from me, kid!
Yeah, that's what I'm
You're
thinking.
gross.
But I'm not as afraid anymore. More now that I'm 30-something years old, I can
I'm
face these
slightly
tiny
afraid of them
crabs.
still. That's what you're saying.
Show me this tiny crab.
Oh,
I
crush
just
it.
start punching it in the kid's hand. He just looks up at me, he's crying, and I'm like, I got you, you son of a bitch. All of these years.
I don't know. It's such a dynamic thing. It's like it will never be the same. But it's so picturesque that you picture it to be the
Perfect.
same.
And it's not.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with that.
And you're supposed to enjoy it. So like that's another thing. It's like the people that like retire early or like go on those vacations
Oh,
and think
that's where they have to go, right? They go to
Yeah.
the beach.
they buy their yacht, they go to the beach and they relax and they get bored of it. I feel like
Do they get bored of it? I know you would. Do you think they do? Do you think there's people who just enjoy?
I don't know. I don't like type A people that are always trying to do something. Like I don't think they can enjoy just sitting on a beach and soaking it up.
So can anyone.
So can
I think I could. Yeah.
I think you could. I don't know that you're go.
No, I'm not. I think it's apparent from.
You're not trying to beat anybody.
No, I'm not. I mean, granted, I would get bored of doing that every day. I would just be bored.
If it was just you on the beach, how many days could you just go to the beach and just soak it up and enjoy it and tan and feel the sun?
Like
on your back?
say it's always nice weather, and can I work out like in the mornings or in the afternoon or something like that,
Do
and
whatever
then
you
take a
want,
nice
but
shower?
you have to spend like 4 hours at the beach.
I could probably do that for years before I got bored of it.
Years?
Yeah.
Shit. Give me like a
Well,
couple
do
days.
you know why though? Because I'm still picturing myself going home, playing bass one night, doing work on this project one night, maybe writing a book, reading a book, doing workouts every day. I would find things to do, physical activities that weren't the beach, but then still enjoying the beach. Now, are you telling me it's the same sunny day every day for 4 years? That would drive me insane. There have to
You
be
have to go to the
rainy
beach
days.
when it's raining,
Oh,
down
4 hours,
snowing.
4 hours. Yeah, like I don't know. I think I still need the seasons. I still need crappy days. I still need all that stuff to
I
enjoy.
want to go to the beach when
things
it's
like that.
snowing. Like when there's snow on the beach.
I have. Wait, I talked to someone about this recently at work. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. Have you ever been on a beach
No.
when it's snowing?
No.
It's so quiet. It's fucking nuts. It reminds me of how Christmas feels. Like, you know how Christmas has that
When you go
magical
sledding
thing?
and you're like by yourself sledding.
But the Christmas they portray like the actual magic of Christmas, where it's the night before and everything's
Shut the
quiet.
door, no one's outside.
It's like, yeah, and you just hear the wind and this weird magical sound. That's how it really sounds when it snows at the beach, because snow deadens the sound of everything, and like you combine that with the steady noise of the waves, and it's like a quieter. It's like they quieted the waves, and the stuff disappears into the water as it hits because it doesn't stick. So all these like snowflakes that you see as far as the eye can see are touching the water and just like dissolving right away, and it's like.
Huh.
And it's like almost like a ghost town or a magical thing that's happening. It's just it's crazy as hell, and I recommend everyone quit their jobs and go to a beach and see it.
When it snows.
And wait for it to snow, baby. It is really cool. I'm sure if you live near the beach and you see it snow all the time, it's probably like, yeah, it happens all the time. Shut up. But I only seen it like 3 times, so it was nuts. Now, what about the end of Shawshank Redemption? And I said that because I didn't want to say the name of the city. Thank you. I knew you were going to say it.
Yeah, he's on the beach.
Do it.
He's sanding a boat. He has
Could you do
hopes.
Yes, he has hope, the greatest of all things. We know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could I do that?
Yeah.
If I was a runaway fugitive living in Mexico and I had to have a goal, I think having a boat and like fishing the ocean and like providing for yourself, not having to own land. So that's another thing is like boating. Because I think
I haven't done a lot of boating for a beachman.
Really? So like,
yeah, you've probably done more than I.
I know people that have boats, and it's never like, it's never like an oasis.
Boat, and it's like, no, it seems like the worst thing in the world.
So much to do. It's tedious and it's not luxurious.
So much money. So much money and gas and it always needs a repair and always needs this. And then you got to find the dock to put it in. Then you got to pay the people at the dock. Then you have to figure out a way to get it in the water. Then you got to park your vehicle. Then you got to get everyone else in here. Then you can drive around and do your thing. But then it's like nighttime. Where are you going to put your boat? Is it going to stay at the dock? Is it going to go here?
There's so many rules, and you need a license. And it's like the freedom of going out and doing whatever you want, it just disappears. Like you're not free. When are you free to do anything you want? To go where you want to go? Like I don't.
Never.
Like maybe.
This life.
Yeah.
Never.
Maybe a third world country. I don't know. Vacation.
In video games. Nope. They have rules too.
Hmm.
Parameters and regulations. They should make a game where you can do anything, even play the game you're playing for free. Rob a bank. Oh, that'd be great. And then suffer the consequences. Go to jail. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking of GTA, but like GTA times 10.
Like GTA where there's actually the insides of buildings.
Yeah. And like you can go inside a building and maybe sign up for high school again. And they're like, sir, we never do this, but you can go back to high school and you can go and sit in an hour-long class.
And get detention.
And there's a test at the end of a week. And if you miss classes, well, sorry, your test scores are going to suffer. And then at the end of it, you can get a job working a minimum wage. And you got to wake up, set your alarm. You better not sleep through it. And then you get paid. Oh, dude, it sounds so good. I want that freedom in a video game where I'm just so free. I can get a minimum wage job and just work it and pay off my school loans. And I could do whatever I want. That's so realistic. And mail gets sent to my house, but sometimes you forget your online password, and then you don't remember how to log into your bank account, and you got to call your bank. But it's Monday at 8 p.m., and it's like, whoa, this game is so hardcore.
This is the Key and Peele, like, we're going to rob this bank. We're going to go into this bank, and we're going to get jobs, and we're just going to work those jobs for years. We're going to be taking all that money. After 20 or 30 years, we're going to be able to retire with that money.
That's a good bit. I haven't seen that one. It sounds very Key and Peele.
Oh, it sounds like a job.
So, it sounds like a job. Inside job. So the beach.
I don't know.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
It's one of the things that has so many.
They show it off. I'm wearing my bathing suit.
Yeah.
What about these? Do you enjoy bathing suit shorts? I don't really like them.
No.
What's with the mesh? Is that to help you? To hurt you?
You can just wear boxer briefs. Like, come on.
Well, so what is the point of the net? I don't remember.
Is it
because you're supposed to free ball, so it keeps your junk as if it's underwear? It's like fake underwear?
I don't know. That's one thing I never liked as a kid too. It's like a weird. It's like never comfortable. It gets in your
what the mesh is about.
Gets in your cracks. Your crevices.
You know what? It's probably to hold your
seat snacks,
probably
and
to hold your goods, but it lets sand and water back out as opposed to underwear, which might not.
It desandifies your crotch area,
I guess. But even then, I'm pretty sure.
If you're going to the beach, though, you could have pebbles that are quite large, 64 millimeters large.
You fit them in your pants, folks?
You better have some large
64 millimeters in there. Yeah, cojones.
Couple stones. Oh, pebbles. Sorry, pebbles. You get some pebbles.
It's weird.
There's so many things that like it has its own little like microcosm. It's a little atmosphere. It's environment. Like everything can be beach related. Like everything, hats, sunglasses, clothing,
they have their own shoes. They have their own pizza joints, at least in Jersey and stuff. Mankamenkos, right? You ever heard man? Oh, dude, that's the pizza to have, right? They have saltwater taffy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that anywhere else? Like fresh made fudge. Fudgy Wudgie man, dude, he's rolling down the beach and he goes, Fudgy Wudgie man.
Watch the tram car, please.
Watch the tram car, please. All that stuff. It's wild. Teenagers roasting you on the boardwalk. Like, it's like, whoa. The seagulls, like, they're vicious down there.
I do miss the boardwalk. I haven't been to the boardwalk in 20 years.
It's a lot of fun.
It's been a long time.
I love it. I love it and I hate it because I don't like crowds, but for some reason it makes me... I got into a real big fight with my now girlfriend. And we were down the Jersey Shore, like where they filmed Jersey Shore.
Oh, yeah? Oh, we didn't talk about that yet.
North Points. No, we didn't talk about that one. The North Points. I forget what the name of that beach is. Is it North Shore? North Beach? I don't friggin' know. Anyway, we were literally staying like 5 houses away from where they stayed in Jersey Shore. It was the big deal. I have no idea. Because I watched Jersey Shore Reunion, but I never watched the original that much. Like some of them. Like I would see them, but I wasn't a watcher. I know who all of them are, obviously. No, it doesn't say which beach point it was.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's like really close to New York. It's like where all the New York people go to hang out at the beach. Staten Island. Anyway.
It's crazy so that there's so many beaches. Like the whole way.
Anyway, we stayed at this beach. A bunch of people were doing E. I'm not going to say whether your boy had some, didn't have some. And I remember I got into such a big fight that I went off on my own and found these kids that were like 19, 20, and 21, and they were all wasted face on the roof of the place I was staying, and I was like, yo,
wasted kids.
I got booze. Yeah, and I was like 27 or 28, and I was remembering like, yo, what's up, guys? I'm an old man. And I was drinking with them, hanging out, and they were like telling jokes and stuff I didn't understand, and they were like, yo, man, my boy's on Special K. And I was like, yeah, man, that's Special K for breakfast. I made a cereal joke, like a real cereal joke.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, no, man, that's a drug. And I was like, oh, yeah, Special K.
Yeah.
I'm old. You guys are partying and doing what? And it was like ketamine and some kind of horse tranquilizer. And, and I was like, God damn it. And I was like, I was really like sorry for the kids, but sorry that I wasn't there to try the drug earlier, too. It went both ways. Yeah, and it was weird because I feel like the boardwalk is where the debauchery begins.
Yeah.
We didn't have
where
this.
Your girlfriends cheat on you with other men. Yeah.
Is that where they do it? Good Lord. Well, it's where senior week starts, right?
Yeah, senior week. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
That's like... Our school didn't have the senior week, did it?
This is all dudes. That's a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I guess that's why. That's probably why. Anyway, everyone else's school had senior weeks. I went to some senior weeks, but like senior week is where the first place where I was hearing people be like, yeah, we just woke up and we were going to have cereal and we decided to put beer in it and call it Burial. And I was like, how did it taste? And they were like, oh, it was bad. We didn't finish. And I was like, that's so cool. You did it. And I was high-fiving guys for inventing Burial, which I'm sure it wasn't their invention. Mm-hmm. But like, that's where you get to be
boneheaded dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah, but like there's something. Oh, it's a
shitty, crummy apartment. So that's another thing. The feel of all the places. They're always like old and run down and grimy, and they have that like, and the same thing with the sand and the salt. It somehow gets into these places.
It's all wood everywhere, and it's all the paint is peeling on all of it.
Yeah.
Partly because of the weather, but I mean because it's also old and not very upkept.
Mm-hmm. And they're all competing for people, and they kill each other.
The places we're talking about are for not tourists, but idiot.
Yeah.
Not low income.
Dumb ass. Moron.
Stay somewhere for a week and trash your place anyway. So why would you put money into it? Yeah.
There's like a majority of people are just going there to like not give a shit about anything. Really.
We didn't even talk about that. Like half of these houses are rentals. Over half. Way over half. Like, how many people stay there all year round versus don't? In Jersey, they have terms for these. It's like shoe versus the other bee.
Snowbird? Like kind of like a Florida? Florida has snowbirds.
Do they have those words?
Yeah, like snowbird in Florida is like the people that go
home to the
back for
north
summer.
or wherever they. Yeah. But like that's a dynamic too because that affects industry. That affects literally jobs. That affects the economy, which is crazy to think that
you can't tax the people that don't really live there. Maybe the
right.
houses that are there.
I guess. So the other thing is like entire businesses run or don't run according to what season it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. That's a whole different world than where most people live. Like you can't be a seasonal thing like, whoa, my business only runs for 4 months and we are gangbangers and then we don't do shit. It's like, well, what do you do? Oh, I have a different job. And it's like, so you have an 8-month job and a 4-month job?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's weird to me.
But your summers are so short. They're from May, June, July, and August, and then boom. It's like
and then
maybe a month or two, plus or minus.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You can even charge different rent for the house, which is why you went to the beach in November, I'm guessing.
I did not select it. I also got kicked out because I had dogs. But it was also a condo. You? Yeah. I got kicked out on
why did they say no
Thanksgiving Day. We got kicked out.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
I thought you were staying the whole weekend.
That didn't happen, no. I hate the beach.
Were you going to?
It was, I mean, that's what we booked it for.
Wait, did they get your money back?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. That's hilarious. So who called you out? Who dined you out? The owner showed up? I
wonder because I guess like walking like we Airbnb'd it, name drop, but the person that's whatever you call it, corporate sponsorship, pa-ching, not really. But yeah, the person we asked, like the first question was like, "Do you allow dogs?" And then they were just like, "Okay," just like they didn't respond. They just said like, "Accept whatever," like book the place. Essentially, it's like they can send you an invitation. It's not part of the chat, so it's separate. I just want to make sure that's clear. So it was understood that dogs were allowed, but when we got there, it said like no dogs allowed on premises. So like every time we went to walk them, there was like security. Like security was around, so they like spotted us and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm supposed to have dogs here." So like they got the hint, and then I guess someone must have been like next to us.
Well, once okay,
yeah, because those type of people live at the beach.
Stupid, dude. What if you made the trip thinking dogs were allowed, and then found out they weren't? You can't change your mind or walk the dog back.
It's not like you can go drop the dog off and just like make a trip back. Like we're like an hour away, so it's like I could theoretically do that.
2 hours away, because that's the ideal location from the shore as well.
You can't do jack shit about it. So, like, you pretty much have to leave.
That's stupid.
I agree.
Well, it's interesting. It brings us to our product placement of the night. Here at the Panders, we're sponsoring a bronze knife. It's a small dagger. It's about 8 inches. You can bring this with you. Yeah, sort of. It's in that meme genre.
Yeah.
Anyway, this bad boy is made of 32G plated copper. It's good for a lot of sort of things, a lot of tricky little maneuvers. You can carry this. It's not detectable by a metal detector. You could fart and move your chair to make it sound like you were farting. You could bring this with you on vacation. Guess what? On vacation is when people get robbed and stuff. You want to bring this on vacation? Someone says your dog's not allowed? Boom! Guard is down. You have no idea what happened. Could be anything. He could have just fallen over and blood could have been spurting out. You're not in trouble. You're on vacation. You can bring this bad boy with you anywhere. You want to bring it to the doctor's office? Make sure your doctor gives you a clean bill of health. Boom! All I'm going to say is you would think this costs like $39.99 at least, right? Not if you use coupon code PANDER. 1444. Check it. We got links here, and here. You can bring this baby anywhere. I keep wanting to say school, but I'm not going to make that joke.
Soon to be sold out.
Soon to be sold out. Everyone check them out. Seriously. Not for school. Anywhere but school. So that was from our sponsor. I think it's Gidget Knives. Yeah, Gidget Knives. Google it. Anyway, check it out. These things are really badass. And I think if you had taken this on vacation, that guard wouldn't have told on you, or you'd be in jail. So I'm just saying, maybe bring it with you and take a slice out of vacations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So put that in the back pocket.
Yeah. So I actually, naturally, showing up to that place, it was smaller than we expected, grimier than we expected, older than we expected, and a little bit more uncomfortable. So,
you were fine with leaving?
Yeah. I personally, I don't.
Do your kids enjoy the beach? Do they see it? I mean, have they ever seen a beach? I don't know.
At what point do your kids actually get, like, the beach? Like, did they get
Mine was
ideas?
like 4.
Yeah. Mine was, we walked on the beach and he was, like, playing with the sand and, like, doing things with it. And I'm like, I guess he gets it, but you look in his eyes and they're so dead. And you're just like, you don't.
Well, he's literally looking for fun activities, and this is literally just a bunch of really, really, really tiny, fine pebbles. By definition.
Yeah.
He's probably like, I don't know what to do with this. Why are we here? What are we doing? Are we moving soon? Like, you know what I mean?
So, like, maybe, I don't know.
Babies can't relax. You can't relax. You're just like a baby. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I did like that drive back. I think on Thanksgiving Day I didn't shower. Like, I didn't have any time. Like, we were doing stuff constantly until we got kicked out.
Are you like, a two showers a day guy? Is that you?
I'm somewhere between 1 and 2.
That's so wild. Because the way you just said that, you're like bragging about not showering for a day, and I was like, dude, it's probably been 2 days for me. My coworkers probably hate me.
That's gross. Yeah.
I'm gross.
No, I understand. I understand more about you, Nick.
And I understand more about
in the ocean. Do you feel cleaner when you bathe in the ocean?
That counts as a shower. Absolutely, 100%. That's a bath day. Yeah. Have you ever done a number 2 in the ocean?
It hits you in the arm, and you're just like, bath day.
I saw a
an older man, diarrhea in the ocean.
No.
Did it catch a wave? Did it body surf into
you? It didn't beat me in body surfing. I'll tell you that. The
number 2.
Someone did a
you're number 1, Nick.
Poll on the internet, and it was, is it okay to number 2 in the ocean? And like,
so. Yeah, I would.
I want to say 8% said yes.
8%.
I was like 9. Yeah, and 92 said no. Now I don't know how many people this polled.
What sails out? There's so many. The amount of crap in the ocean from other animals.
I'm sure. Listen, fish pee and poop. I get it. Like, okay, yeah. I understand, but
I'm afraid of things crawling in there.
Do you do the whole? Is that why you don't hang out in the deep part? Do you hang out in water that's like up to your chest, where you can't see the floor?
Just chill out. I don't like it. It's weird. I feel like things are always around you, but you just can't see them.
Yeah, I know. I used to be afraid of that as a kid. I forget what happened. I think I just stopped caring or hating my life or whatever it is. But it's amazing.
Black? What if it's nighttime? Could you stay in the water if it was pitch black?
No, I think that would freak me out actually. Midnight surfing? Yeah, no, have that. No. 100% no. How about surfing in general? Have you ever tried it?
I have not.
Neither have I. My boss right now, he's big into surfing and all that, and he's not very in shape or anything. And I'm like, yo, my man surfs? He's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Just get into it. And he's like, it takes a lot to practice. And he was really good at snowboarding, so that probably helped him. But I think I want to...
How much does it cost for a board?
Probably between 50 used and like 4,000 for a brand new state-of-the-art cork pitted whatever mother F tray line vsync whatever. Yeah, vsync graphics card term.
$300 and $400. Standard one.
$50 used.
Amazon. You looked at the used ones?
No, I'm just. It's the same with everything, dude.
Can you
Guitar,
get anything for any price?
Surfboard. Yeah, think about it. You can get anything, a crappy used version of something for $50. You can get a super top of the line version of something for $4,000. As far as like hobby items, I'm talking about guitars, right?
$100 plus gas. You know, anything happens.
You can get anything for $50 plus gas. A couple of friends holding hands, wieners flopping in the breeze. Some people might like that. I don't know.
I hope.
I don't think I'd like it, but now I'd have to. Should I trim my butt hair? I don't know now. I trim my front hair.
I always wanted to like go swimming and be like a professional swimmer and like time myself and then like go full body wax and see how much my time improves.
Wait.
Naked swimming.
I understand. Exactly what you're saying. Actually, you're probably more streamlined with a Speedo than naked.
I would assume so, but my whole premise is that I'm naked in both instances.
Okay.
One shaved
That's
and
fair.
one completely
Haired.
filled with hair.
Haired.
Packed
Filled
in,
with.
I'll take other people's hair. Oh. Just cover me in Brillo pads and call it even.
I don't know. We're different people. I think you enjoy the beach to a degree, but you don't love it. I think I could do the whole get a salt life sticker, put it on my car.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever own a boat unless I lived there full time and I didn't have to worry about
My
moving
vision
it.
of like owning a boat is like a yacht where I just like I want to create my own bubble of my own reality on that boat, so I don't know
So
that
it's
I'm
like
on a
camping
boat.
without nature.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like boating without the boat. Yeah, I 100% get what you're getting at. Yeah, you're like,
It's like an
I just
RV
need every
in
resource
Yellowstone.
I need.
Yeah.
100% involved in here, and it's just on the ocean.
I just want to shit all over nature and the environment and say, "Fuck you, Earth! I can do whatever I want."
That's fair. Listen, but there's something to be said for getting back to the grassroots, dude. Tanning that pale skin of yours. I'm telling you, maybe you'd feel a little bit of nature calling back. You know
If
what I
you were in a
mean?
pool with a shark, do you think you could kill that shark with a spear before it killed you?
Yeah, you know why? Because I doubt it's coming right at me to kill me like it's hungry and thirsty and everything. So I have the advantage of first strike. It's probably not going to attack me unless I attack it. If I make the first move, I'm going to go right for its goddamn eye, and I'm going to make sure it lunges in, and I can hold it at bay at like I need a 5-foot radius, and at that point, I'm just going to drive it straight into the rest of the shark, and just if it's coming at me, guess what? I'm using its own strength against it. I thought about this many times. Okay, I have it all planned out. Now, if the shark is hungry and I'm covered in chum, no, I got no chance. It's going to come around and bite my ass. But if I get first strike, maybe.
Wait. Okay, never mind. I think we're good.
Oh, I just did the neck thing. Oh, baby. So, you didn't hear any crack. It's kind of embarrassing.
It's fine. It's internal.
It's inside. So, the beach. Is there anything we missed you'd like to cover? You'd like to speak about?
I guess once you go, it always stays with you. All that sand. You can never get all the sand out.
You know I
find
had
sand
poison
and
ivy
stuff.
on my balls down the beach, right?
Oh.
We've mentioned this on the podcast.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh, it was not planned.
Or are you naked in a bush of poison ivy? Like, how does
No,
that
I
happen?
trimmed. I was going on vacation to the beach, and right after I landscaped and cut down a tree, I thought it was a tree. I think it was poison sumac or poison oak.
Mhm.
I trimmed my body hair right before I jumped
How
in the
did the
shower.
balls come in contact with the sumac?
Well, it's just the oils that are on you, so it's on my hands.
Oh.
And I was trimming the chest. I trimmed this. I had it all over my ears.
You know what?
This
You know what
area,
the solution to that is? You got to shower more, Nick. You should shower.
I was showering that night. I showered 5 minutes afterwards, but it was too late. Once I was, and you don't shower before you trim your body hair. Duh. Am I going to shower and then trim? That's stupid. I trimmed right before I showered. And I trimmed this area. I trimmed my chest. I trimmed a little bit of the neck. And then down here. And guess what? Poison ivy here.
You never said what happened
Here.
to that. Because you had like some sort of like bleeding rectum / pussy penis. I don't know what's going on there. You had some
didn't get
issues,
to
and
the-
then you were pouring
didn't get to the
baby
weed.
powder and some other mix.
No. Do you
Tinactin.
know what I was using? No. There's an antihistamine like spray that dries it.
Benadryl kind of.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would spray that on my balls. And the pain, like a 10. I don't know, 1 to 10.
Nice. It's like icy
And
hot.
it would cauterize the wound, as we would say.
Tiger balm.
And then I would go out to the beach the next day and get sand all over that body part. That was sensitive to just.
How did you
So I don't like the beach either.
Yeah.
I hate the beach. I go into the ocean, come back out, and walk like a stick figure. Like, we're good. I love the beach. So yeah, I hate the beach. JK, love the beach.
The best part is coming back and showering in your own shower, knowing there's no sand to be in your future.
Yeah, the sand is finally gone. Like the little bits that are behind your ears or in your hair or in your socks, or you just find them everywhere.
In
and
your
you're
hands, like the salt, like when breathing in the salt, your hands get like puffy.
I don't understand how the beach, the whole area,
The whole essence,
30-mile radius, how do their drains all work? There's just sand constantly going down them. Like, does it just keeps going? I guess I don't know, because it's like
so it drains right into the ocean.
Sand is right.
Only 8% of people believe in pooping. You know, that's what's the whole state of New Jersey. It's all they do. Just launch that trebuchet into the ocean.
What's the wildest thing you saw at the beach? I saw a couple having sex last year.
That can't
right in the deep end.
Be comfortable. It's just like people like underneath the boardwalk doing drugs. Like even not the people that.
Dude, my friends were probably doing Special K down there.
Yeah, no, they look like they're permanent bums.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like they do the scene in Requiem for a Dream that's really good.
Yeah,
about
needles in the sand.
Yeah,
it freaks me out.
Wild stuff, man.
The other part is like when it gets so packed during the summers that the sweaty bodies you can't avoid, and then you like slide through people. It's just disgusting. I feel like
it is
getting birthed by two larger people in the middle of a sand dune.
Because they're larger. I like it. I like it.
Well, they would have to be able to fit me through them both.
That's a good point for your birth metaphor. Imagine if they were smaller people.
It'd be like Alien. They just bust right through their chest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Also birth, but for an alien.
Interesting. Say that sums up your beach.
Yeah.
See, the other thing is, just real quick, where my location is, Philadelphia area, the beach is cool because it's also an event. Yeah, it's like an hour and 45. It's like between an hour and a half and 2 hours. And you take the same road to the same beach points that everyone else in the entire state pretty much goes to.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone goes to one of like 12 beach points, or probably 8 beach points.
Yeah.
I'm going to Ocean City. I'm going to Seagull. And like when you go to these places, you find people who are like, "Hey, where are you from?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm from your town." "Oh, we're at across the street from you." "Hey, neighbor." And it's the weirdest thing where you see people who are like from 5 minutes away, and you both came 2 hours, and you could have gone in any direction, but you came to the beach. And it's like, cool. Like you have a thing in common. You both made the march, the adventure.
Pilgrimage.
Thank you. That's actually the word I think I was looking for.
Yes.
And you loaded up your car, and you couldn't move your arms or your legs, and you said, "Shut up! We're not pulling over any more times." And you unloaded as much crap as you could into this little house you rented for a week, and it was a crappy rental. And every time you go to the beach, you have to load up your beach cart with so much junk. It's garbage. You're not going to use it all. Why are we bringing it all? And then there's just a little bit of sand that's going to get in someone's drink, someone's eye, someone wants to go home, someone has to pee. We just walk back here. We don't have the key. But it's so good overall. I don't care. I enjoy it. That sun starts cooking your skin. You don't care about your family or anybody.
I wish I could
it's like
be
drugs.
free.
You can too with my helpful seminar. Stay tuned after the Unpanners while I will release my secret on achieving Zen, or as I like to call it, not showering.
It's drinking Nick's secret sauce.
Drinking the secret sauce.
Slather on the secret sauce. I'm going to stream the secret sauce right into your ears.
It's a spot to put it. Well, we talked about every beach point, didn't we? We touched on all of them?
Seagulls. The sound of seagulls.
Kind of peaceful at a distance.
Really annoying. Yeah.
Hell. Up close. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially if you have food and there's like hundreds of them.
Oh, God. Alka-Seltzer does not blow them up. I don't know where that started, but...
It doesn't kill? Like if you feed them Alka-Seltzer, it's supposed to kill them?
Yeah, it's supposed to make their stomachs gurgle and then explode. I think it's a urban myth. Or maybe we just never got one to eat the Alka-Seltzer. You wrap it in bread or whatever, but it doesn't work.
Beach myths.
Oh, one of my goals was I wanted to punch a seagull and get it caught on film. I've never done it.
Never.
I've tried.
They're smarter than you. They know not to get near you.
That's all right. Smarts doesn't always win, my friend. Sometimes brawn wins. Sometimes brawn wins.
Strongest man
Let the record
in the world.
Tapping my own head.
Punching seagulls. Flock of seagulls. Punching a flock of seagulls.
The seagulls. As in the lead singer from the band, the one with the crazy haircut? Yeah, I can see that.
All right. I think we're winding down here.
All right, wind down. All right. So we talked about every
make
beach.
our voices a little
Talked
deeper
about
and
New
deeper.
Jersey. Let's
Deeper
talk
and deeper.
So today's the worst day of your life. That's pretty messed up. I love that. That's the worst. Every day is worse than the last. It's such a good bit, and I love how it's the doctor from whatever, I forget what he's from, but it's hilarious.
Friar Tuck from Robin Hood.
Yeah, but he is. But he's from something else that I know him from. But
The
anyway,
sad thing is, whenever I look up these celebrities, they're always dead.
Yeah. Is he dead, you think?
I bet. Oh, hold on a second.
All right. Are you going to go through Friar Tuck? It's probably easier than looking him up through, whatchamacall. What was the name of that movie?
Office Space.
God. Office, thank you. Good lord.
Deeper and deeper.
Deeper,
So Wildwood, Sea Isle, Ocean City.
Ocean City. Cape May. On your way to Cape May. Shut the hell up. Yeah, baby. That's New Jersey for you. And then if you go down to Maryland, you got Ocean City. That's it. And then if you go to Delaware, you got Dewey, Rehoboth. Did you find them? Dewey, Rehoboth. The third one. I forget it. Oh. And then I've actually gone to a couple other Delaware beaches.
He's alive.
But yeah. Is he?
He's alive.
What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Michael McShane.
Sweet. I like him.
Michael McShane.
What else is he from? He's like in a kid's movie or something that I
Drop
recognize.
Dead Gorgeous, A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life? And no, something else. Where he's the actor. Oh, is he the dude in Macaulay Culkin movie? Professor who invents things? Richie Rich?
Gotta do my hotkeys.
Might not be. Oh, I thought you were IMDb in my hand.
am.
So. Oh, it might not be.
It's Richie Rich with a no, or IT maybe no, or Rich.
It's rich, like the word rich, like filthy stinking rich. Anyway, beaches are kind of what bring us all together. It's like our first vacations from youth. Yes, no.
The vacation that doesn't really cost anything to experience.
Well, you have to get the house, but I guess you could go for the day.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to rent a place to stay anyway. So, like, as a family,
The beach part is the free part.
you don't have to pay for attractions.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Unless you're
kind of a.
Never mind.
Sure. The
Nude beach.
Oh, thank you. Wait, you have to pay to go to a new beach?
I mean, if you want someone to be attracted to you, you have to pay for it.
Like the beach. It's universal. It's ingrained in the American psyche. It's vacation. It's where we go. It's what we do. It's relaxation.
Do you think
but
people
really,
in like the Sahara are like, oh, the beach, and they like,
oh, the beach. They just picture a pool. And it's like, no, you're talking about water. We're talking about the sand. No sand. No sand.
send.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
If we didn't mention your beach, you can put it in the comments below. If you think going to the beach is calm, quiet, beautiful, you're wrong or you're not a dad. You can comment in the section below. If you hate the beach and you friggin' think it's the worst vacation idea in the world and there's no redeeming quality for it,
exactly.
you
That's what I
can
said.
post in the comments below as well.
I agree.
You're probably pale. You probably like computers. Let's move on.
Like to be stimulated mentally and physically.
That's it. That's all I got. That's the beach. Life's a beach, and then you die. I'm getting a salt life tattoo.
Salt life. Hopefully
Right
it's
here.
like, oh, that's not where I would put it.
On my back, right above my butt.
Yeah, each cheek. Salt life.
Salt life, baby. I can smell it now. I like the beach. You hate the beach. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any. I think I said my piece. I wonder when this episode will release. Hopefully it's the middle of winter and people are like, this is not relevant to me.
Or end. When will the episode end? People are thinking.
Yeah, that is also, since we've been talking for a long time now, I bet they're waiting and waiting and waiting for the end to come.
They
just want to die, like they're sitting at the beach waiting
They're
for
like
this
this. They're like,
vacation to end.
once we've heard this much, I just kind of want to see if they say anything else. How many people actually could turn off right now? How funny would that be? And there's like 8 more seconds, and it's like, oh, I didn't catch the last 8 seconds. I didn't care. No, I feel like they're still listening.
Cares.
They're still listening. You know, all of them are still listening. Well, folks,
it's been good.
We like you.
We do like you a lot.
Life's a beach.